If you're watching this right now, pause for just 2 seconds and join me till the end. Because what happened in that Navy training facility shocked every witness, humbled an entire battalion, and proved that we never truly know the weight someone carries behind their quiet eyes. And hey, before we dive deep, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Kindness Tales. Your support helps these real-life inspired stories reach more hearts like yours. Everyone at Ridgewater Naval Facility knew the janitor, Mr. Allen. Gray-haired, quiet, always wearing the same navy blue coveralls and pushing his squeaky cart down the corridors long before sunrise. To most of the young recruits, he was invisible. To some, he was the subject of jokes. And on that cold Monday morning, those jokes turned into the loudest laughter the hallway had heard in weeks. It started when a group of recruits spotted Mr. Allen wearing an old, faded Navy uniform jacket instead of his usual coveralls. The jacket hung loosely on him, its patches washed out from age. "Look at this," one recruit snorted, nudging his friend. "The janitor's playing dress-up." Another chimed in, "Hey, old man, ship's that way." The hallway erupted into laughter. Mr. Allen didn't respond. He simply kept sweeping, his movements steady, calm, almost as if he didn't hear them at all. But one recruit, a girl named Bowen, didn't laugh. She saw something in the man's eyes, something deep, worn, and quietly powerful. Before she could say anything, the doors at the far end of the hallway swung open. A wave of silence rolled through the corridor as the highest-ranking officer on base walked in, Admiral Thomas Keaton, the legendary SEAL commander known across the Navy for his brutal training standards and zero-tolerance stance on disrespect. His presence alone made chests tighten and spines straighten. Everyone snapped into attention, everyone except Mr. Allen, who simply kept sweeping the dust along the wall. The recruits froze, hoping. The Admiral hadn't heard the laughter, but he had. He always did. He walked past the stunned recruits without a glance, his boots echoing with authority, until he stopped right in front of the quiet janitor in the old uniform jacket. "Excuse me," the Admiral said, voice firm. The recruits exchanged nervous glances. The Admiral never spoke to janitorial staff. They expected he'd reprimand the janitor for wearing a uniform he hadn't earned. Instead, with a slow, deliberate motion, Admiral Keaton removed his cap and bowed his head. "Good morning, sir," he said softly. Gasps filled the hallway. The recruits' faces drained of color. Bowen's eyes widened. The Admiral, a man with 4 decades of elite military service, had just addressed the janitor as Sir. Mr. Allen finally stopped sweeping. He looked at the Admiral with gentle, tired eyes. "You don't need to do that, Keaton," he murmured. "I'm just here to work." Admiral Keaton's voice trembled. "Not from fear, but from respect. Not to me, never to me, not after what you did." The recruits were too stunned to breathe. Keaton turned toward them. "Do any of you know who this man is?" Silence. Not even a cough. Only the hum of the fluorescent lights. The Admiral stepped beside Mr. Allen, his expression stern. "This man is Captain Raymond Allen, former leader of SEAL Team 5, the man who saved 37 of us during Operation Deep Tide. The man who refused a Medal of Honor because he said the real heroes were the men who didn't make it home." The recruits' jaws dropped. The janitor was a legend? Mr. Allen sighed, clutching his broom. "I'm not that man anymore," he whispered. "Just let me stay in peace." Admiral Keaton shook his head. "Sir, you've earned peace 1,000 times over. But you should never be mocked, not by anyone on my base." The Admiral then faced the recruits, his voice cutting through the hallway like steel. "If you cannot show respect to the quietest warrior among us, you do not deserve the uniform you're wearing." Embarrassed and ashamed, the recruits lowered their heads. Bowen stepped forward first. "Captain Allen, I'm so sorry," she whispered. Allen gave her a small smile. "It's all right, we all learn one way or another." Keaton placed a hand on Allen's shoulder. "Come on, let's get you a new jacket. That one's earned its retirement." As the Admiral guided him down the hall, every recruit stood at full salute. This time out of genuine reverence, not fear. And for the first time in years, the quiet janitor straightened his back, just a little, because respect has a way of bringing old strength back to life. Hope this story touched your heart. If it did, Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Kindness Tales for more powerful, emotional stories that inspire kindness every day.